She bathed, shat, pissed, and binge ate all in the same bed. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn all the delusions I'm gonna slay. Hello everyone, my name is Uhari and welcome to my channel, Delusionalynn, where I challenge delusions.
Wifey. She's very like motivating. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone who wants to help me as much as she does. It's pretty awesome. So she's helped me a lot, to be honest. Why is it that you feel like Becky didn't help you or support you as much as Wifey? She like gives me goals and like makes me like put out positive like affirmations pretty much. I've never really had someone that I'm like into like that, like want to help me with stuff like that. Like Becky just, she didn't seem like she had the desire to help me.
Come here.
Don't know what Becky put me through, and no one does. No one does because I am not that person.
Here's what Becky had to say. Becky said, "So I have been threatened that if I speak on my truth, the law will be involved. Look how I was publicly treated, but I'm being threatened with the law. I saw the breakup video, and the reason she's being so graceful with this one is because she thought I wasn't good enough, but this one somehow was. I did everything for her, and just like always, I was treated like garbage. I suffer every day because of what I was put through, but I'm the one who has to stay quiet. How is that fair?" She wants me to clear up that I mentioned the law first. Yes, back last September. Why? Because she wouldn't stop talking about me. This time, though, she said if either of us talk about each other, we can get the law involved. That was just a few days ago since she texted me that. She wanted to clear that up. So there you go.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves!
I just get very angry if I don't get my way during a binge, and I feel like I'm being possessed by somebody because it's not who I am. And I remember after the binge, which was, I regret it, but I remember after the binge, Becky was like, "You're really mean to me because I kept saying no." And I was like, I don't even remember that. I'm not like that, like when I'm not binging. Do you get what I mean? And I just feel bad, and it's like, I don't know, like I'm upset that I did that, but then it's like, I'm also proud that it's only been twice this month. Seeing the dietitian and seeing the psychologist, I was very, very upfront and honest. I have been diagnosed with binge eating in the past. I'm going to be doing a lot of emotional eating, and I already know it's going to happen because I have some food in front of me. So I just do not care. I want to eat all my feelings. I want to binge. I have Twix. I have Snickers. And I was like, I don't even remember that. I'm not like that, like when I'm not binging.
People think I abuse you already.
She does not.
There is a difference between, I mean, there is emotional abuse and physical abuse.
Yeah, that's happened to both.
People think I emotionally abuse you.
I've talked to a lot of people, and they think I should talk to you about like when like the binge monster comes, like you do everything in your power to help me, you know? I know it gets scary. It's hard.
You get mean.
But I'm not like mean abusive.
You get mean, and we've argued about it.
Yeah.
I get snippy because I'm
You do get
so
snippy, oh my God.
moody. I am, but it's not just me, honey.
I tend to sit quietly and brood.
Whatever. Yeah, like I got a little like angry because I couldn't, like you wouldn't let me binge, you know what I'm saying? Which hasn't happened since. I've only binged twice this month. Just saying, which I'm very proud about. My whole thing is like, people are like, you are abusive, you are disgusting, Becky doesn't deserve you. And I was like, have you been in a relationship before?
I feel like I need to actually share this because I need people to know that like mental things is scary. Like not being able to control like depression or schizophrenia. Like, I don't have schizophrenia, but, you know, being bipolar, and it's just like all those things, like not being able to control your mind sometimes or your emotions or anything. It's one of the most scariest things in the world. I feel like so much hate is gonna happen. I've been on Lexapro for, I think it's been almost 3 months now, and I have been taking it for a week. I've been snipping at Becky all day long, and it's just over the dumbest things. And it's like, when I was on Lexapro, this didn't happen to me. I never got like this, but it's just so crazy that like Lexapro actually truly does. Like, it worked for me. It took away my depression. I didn't cry. I wasn't upset or mad or angry. So up and down with emotions, and I completely took that away, and now I just feel like I need to go back on it. What do you think? I'm sorry for everything. I need to go back on it. Like, off of Lexapro, I seem more like I want to do stuff. But then while I'm on Lexapro, my depression's gone. So it's like, how do I win, you know? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I seen you want to do stuff on Lexapro too, though.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like off of Lexapro, I feel like my vlogs are better.
The problem is, no amount of self-victimization can erase the evidence of the abuse, which Amberlynn herself posted for profit. Becky doesn't need to say a single word, but if she ever does, Amberlynn has no case. Evidence exists to substantiate whatever truth Becky holds that has so deeply wounded her ego. Becky is Amberlynn's greatest fear because she represents Amberlynn's greatest enemy, the truth. The truth is, Amberlynn emotionally and financially abused Becky, and nothing she ever says can change that. The truth is, Amberlynn ate herself into such limited mobility that she couldn't shower, so Becky helped her bathe in bed. The truth is, when she was recovering from surgery, Becky wiped her ass and cleaned whatever it is that Amberlynn sat or stood on as she urinated. She bathed, shat, pissed, and binge ate all in the same bed. Amberlynn manipulated Becky into quitting her job and turned her into an unpaid Uber Eats driver and full-time caretaker. Amber berated Becky on camera, made fun of her interests, and forced her to be on camera during very psychologically vulnerable moments. The truth is, Becky is the reason Amber was able to get treatment for her cancer. If Becky had chosen to dump Amber during that time, Amber would have had to hire someone else to wipe her ass. Amber isn't some highly mobile, hygienic, kind, and empathetic person. Simply put, Amber is not her delusion. For a while, Amber was able to manipulate people in her life to validate her lies on camera. This led to years of her believing a narrative about herself that just doesn't exist. An empathetic person doesn't attack other people until they get what they want, because they wouldn't want to induce those kinds of feelings in someone else. Amber's core identity is built on lies that Becky can destroy, and that's why Feline got better treatment. Feline doesn't know Amber in the way that Becky does, because the existence of Uber Eats in Lexington means that Feline never had to be in charge of keeping the binge monster that is Amberlynn fed. On a live stream on Destiny's channel, Amberlynn blamed her actions on her mental illness. Don't ever allow someone who has the time and resources to get diagnosed but doesn't dedicate themselves to getting treatment to use their mental illness as an excuse for their behavior. Everything she has done ever since finding out about her mental illnesses is her fault, because she has the choice to learn how not to hurt other people, and she refuses to make it. Not taking your medication and skipping therapy are choices. Amber stopped being a victim the day she made enough money to get help. She's only a victim of her own actions. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching my video. Like, dislike, comment, share, or subscribe if you're so inclined. If you want to reach me, you can find my email address on the About section of my page. Thank you and good night. Amber! I wrote you this song to get rid of that pesky little earworm you had. 5, 6, 7, toxic abuse train. Call yourself a victim even though you are abusive. Toxic abuse train. Threaten her with lawyers if she trolls us all her truth. Yes, toxic abuse train. Think you're smart and funny cause you're hiding behind money, but there's one thing that the law can't change. It's Becky, wipe your ass. Ooh, yeah. Your ungrateful ass that you can't reach. What again? Okay. Toxic abuse train. Call yourself a victim even though you are abusive. Toxic abuse train. Threaten her with lawyers if she told us all her truth. Toxic abuse train. Think you're smart and funny cause you're hiding behind money, but there's one thing the law can't change. It's Becky, wipe your ass. Your ungrateful ass. I just want to say, if you didn't threaten Becky with legal action, I never would have made this video. Thank you so much. You truly are your own karma.
Come here. Come here.